Alright, screw it. I'm just gonna start recording because we're kind of running all over here. So, do I not have that plugged in? Okay, so this is gonna probably be a rather rough video, but you know what? Let's just film it and play. So, we are trying to, I'm not even sure what we're trying to do. We're trying to justify... Oh, come on. We're trying to justify keeping... Yeah, no, that's not what we want to do. We're trying to justify keeping this without having to sell it. There we go. And no, I have no way to adjust the shutter speed on my phone here, so I think part of our problem with how this is displaying, driver is step 1. Now step 2, I'm going to try updating the GPU driver. So this computer was built for one reason and one reason only, and that is that floppy drive right there. I have no idea what that is or where it came from, and I'm not very amused by it. So this computer is actually a rather interesting creature. This is my old BioStar 720 TF720A2 Plus motherboard with a 5050E processor. It's like a 30-watt processor. It's kind of fascinating, actually. I've actually considered... I actually tried to install Windows XP on this, but the image that I downloaded from archive.org did not install. It kept blue screening, so I just threw this Windows 7 version on. I have not tried to hack it. I've not tried to patch it. I've not tried to activate it. It's never even been on the internet. But this version of Windows continually pops up saying that I am a victim of piracy and I am using a counterfeit version of Windows and it needs to be fixed immediately. I've not tried to actually hack this. I've just put on it and never bothered to activate it, and so it's now like 6 months past its probationary period, and it's freaking out because it says that I'm using an illegal version of Windows, so, you know, whatever. We're going to see if new video driver here, see, your activation period has expired. You're not using genuine Microsoft software. Well, actually, I'm using genuine Microsoft software, I just haven't activated it. There's a difference. Counterfeit software is a difference. And it's so ridiculous it even lets me put the wallpaper back, which it's not supposed to do. Okay, 1920 by 1440. Will that make this look the way it is supposed to? Kind of. Let's go for bare. I don't think that's a supported resolution, so this is probably going... Yeah, Windows could not change the resolution. Okay, so we're still not... Let's try auto again. Yeah, it's still not wanting to cooperate. So, and I can widen it out. And I can scrunch it down. And we can move it up. So I think that's gonna about be... I can even like try to get far enough back that you can see it. Okay, so I think that's gonna about be as good as I'm going to get it adjusted. yes, the geometry is a little bit out on the left. Trying to see, oh, maybe that, no, that looks a little better. I said, as soon as I do a, that looks a little better. I say, as soon as I do a automatic, then it takes it back to the other way. So I don't know if it's the screen or if it's just a computer that is woefully underpowered. I don't really have anything else right now to run into it. I'm gonna try to grab a HDMI to VGA adapter and see if that does anything. Actually, you know what? I wonder. Hang on. Well, I thought I had a VGA to DVI or a VGA on the 970 or the 580, but I don't. So even though I have a much newer system laying around, never let somebody tell you have too many computers. There is no such thing. I'm not going to buy a DVI to VGA adapter when I already can just buy an HDMI to VGA and see if it'll play nice with the 3060. So that's kind of where we're at for right now. But it is home. It is safely up on the bench, and we're gonna start to have some fun. Hopefully, most of that's just in the resolution. Okay, so let's try this here. Turn it off. Something about holding the joystick, put it into self-diagnostic. I may have already missed the opportunity. I may not be able to now that it's into power save. Okay, so let's do this. Would it actually... Okay, there we go. Power off. Hold the joystick right. I have no idea if this is going to work. Information. Hey, it's 2003. That may be all that I get, though. Supposedly, it should go into self-diagnostic. Anything else? No. Maybe it's doing checks. Let's see. Okay, so kind of where we're at right now. I'm mildly worried about that trapezoidal effect at the edge of the screen, as well as with the brightness. I do have service and operator's manuals, so it's just going to be kind of diving into it. As far as selling goes, because that's what people are asking, if I sell it, it's not going to be shipped. It would have to be somewhere close in the Midwest that we would meet at, because I'm not trying to ship this thing. It's 92 pounds, and the odds that one or both of us would get SOL on it is just not worth it. At this point, I'm not doing anything moving with it wise until I've had time to play with it and have some fun with it. I tried plugging the GameCube into it, and does not have composite compatibility as far as I can tell. I don't have a component cable, actually for anything. I don't have component cable compatibility for anything right now, so that's kind of out for right now. So the next option is going to be to get an HDMI to VGA converter and see if I can run it through the 3060. Hopefully that'll give us something to play with. Even if I can't then we're going to hook it up to the PS2, the not the Sony PS2, the IBM PS2. We'll get in and partition the hard drive and get that reset and going back again, and then we'll at the very least do some old school DOS gaming and messing around with some stuff that's even vintage for this bad boy. So the journey continues. Like I said, there's not really much of any structure here. It's just I'm playing around with it. Might as well grab the camera and document and kind of see where we're at, because this has been sitting in my basement for 10 years. Haven't really known a whole lot about it. I know when I got it, I was told it's a uncommon display and it's 92 pounds, and if you can carry it to your truck, you can have it. And that's kind of where we are from here. So I would not be surprised if there's something that's worn out or just not aged well from not being used, and anything is possible. But we're definitely going to have some fun with it. And yeah, it definitely doesn't take 45 minutes to warm up or get a display. We're playing with it pretty immediately. It does, as far as I can tell, pass the self-check. You saw it says made in 2003. The power indicator does flash, but when I turn it off and back on, everything else operates normally, so I don't really see there being anything wrong with it. I know when I got it, I was told that there were a couple resistors that were starting to age, but that the tube and the capacitors still had plenty of life left. As you can see, the brightness is ridiculously high on it. The backlight is extremely high on it, so need to just play around with it. I think first things first is make sure I have a graphics card that can drive it properly, which that Informal 8100 I would think should. That's a 2007, 2009-ish board on a 2003 display, so it shouldn't be too difficult, but I'm not that worried about it. We'll see. We're going to just keep having fun with it. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.